Hello, I am Adam McPherson, a PhD candidate in the Global Leadership Program at Troy University. In this brief presentation, I'm going to talk about the most urgent contemporary issue for global leaders, which I have outlined as cultural understanding. In this brief, I will discuss homogeneous versus non-homogeneous or heterogeneous uh, difficulties for societies that they face, low context versus high context understanding in societies, the negative focus on heterogeneous teams in the literature, the positive benefits of heterogeneous teams, and looking into that in literature and research. And one of those outcomes, which would be identifying universally desirable traits. So, to begin with, globalization has made it where we are increasingly linked together, and in order for our businesses to operate, we have to operate at higher capacities with more diverse teams. And this is a problem as the languages, education, and experiences do not line up between these teams. And it's a dual-sided coin because some societies, uh, like Japan, South Korea, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Australia, India, have a very homogeneous attitude. And when they collaborate with teams from other places, um, the understanding of an issue varies based on customs, ethnical norms, laws, traditions, and it might be difficult for these actors to understand where another team member is coming from. On the other side of that, when you're in a heterogeneous uh, market, uh, you might have so many different cultures that you are dealing with that you may be adapt to accepting the transculturalism of many different cultures, but could not have the depth of knowledge that might be necessary to do international business. For example, in Japan, there are a lot of difficulties they have with people understanding the Japanese cultures and business models so that they gain a high context understanding of their international business partners, but their international business partners usually don't have a high context understanding of them. The effort there would be for those lower context societies to try to gain a higher understanding of the Japanese culture to bridge that gap. But again, when you're dealing with multiple cultures, it is difficult to have that cultural understanding of all of them. So endeavoring to get that cultural understanding is vastly important. Now, a lot of the literature has focused in the past on just the negative aspects of heterogeneous teams, which leads the literature down a road of focusing on that. But if when literature focuses on the benefits of heterogeneous teams, those outcomes tend to be a lot more positive and productive. One of those, for example, comes from Keskin, who said that when you focus on the positive benefits, you might be able to identify positive traits that are universally accepted between cultures, which would mitigate some of the difficulties for cultural exchange. So, in conclusion, uh, there are difficulties that definitely come with the globalization process, and understanding culture is one of them. But in the literature, if we could focus more on those positives, then we might have a lot more success in overcoming this inevitable aspect of modernity. Thank you.